Hello, comrades. Commissar bro here today with Libya. And I'm gonna give a little bit of a play with Libya. That's right. Libya actually starts out pretty much already done in a sense because of the fact that they're high in resources because the important stuff is government controlled. And like, look at their fossil fuels. It's retarded high. It's stupid high. That is so high for a country this small. Now, because half of the economy is government controlled, you can just click meet domestic consumption and it will work automatically to meet that particular consumption. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can choose to import and export what is needed or even higher up on that particular level, and over time, that's basically what you'll pay out of the budget of the actual government to do that. Now, to play as a multi-party democracy and do that is a terrible, terrible idea. So yeah, we're not going to play as a multi-party democracy this time. Surprisingly enough. Oh, really, Commissar, bro? You're not going to do that? No, I am not. I'm actually considering swapping over to, instead of a military dictatorship, we're going to be a communist state and see how that works out for us. Stability went down, approval went down. We're going to permit freedom of speech, and I don't care about abortion. Well, I'm not too big on abortion right now. We'll keep that one out of the way. But our official religion is Muslim, Sunni Muslim to be specific. Most of our people speak English. I'm going to close these borders because I don't like the fact that 8% of my population is leaving every year. Even though we have a high birth rate, it's not really that big of a deal. But hey, I'm a picky woman in this case. So, now because we've swapped over to a communist state, budgets and expenses and whatnot, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, and military is going to be more expensive as well. So let's consider how much we have in military. A pretty good number. Oh, but bam, look at that. We're still making oodles of dollars. And actually swapping over to a communist state has just skyrocketed our actual fossil fuels income. Actually, it looks like it jumped up just about everything. It did. It doubled everything. Huh. Interesting. You learn something new every day. And that's what's very interesting about this game. There's just, I don't know, even after all these years of playing it, I'm still surprised at the stuff I see. So, yeah. Well, let's take some of this excess money. Let's max out infrastructure. Let's bring government up a bit. Start paying some of that corruption. Let's do that with telecom and environment. Let's bring that up as well. I mean, the best, I don't know. This is done. Like, this is pretty much done. And honestly, I would suggest swapping over to a communist state as Libya. If anything, if there's anything I just saw, because our money went up considerably. Our resources are at 93%. Our inflation's kind of high. I need to fix that. I didn't realize it was so high. Let's bump this up to about 25. Well, let's just get it up to 20. Come on, click, 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 click. You got it, bar. There we go, 20.9. Oh, even our citizens are relatively well off. 13,000 per year is pretty good as far as averages go. We could, if we wanted to, we could raise taxes. I mean, taxes are only, with this particular 18.4%. So, I mean, hell, you could raise it up, higher if you'd want to. It's always an option, I suppose. But, I mean, as far as it goes, especially for an African country, in the game, they're doing really, really well. There's not much finagling I can do with these guys. They've got it. They know exactly what they're doing. And, I don't know. I would raise tourism with my stability going to be high eventually. Go ahead and start investing money into tourism. I wonder if the Netherlands like us. Hello, Netherlands. Oh, too bad you're broke. I'd ask you for economic aid. But Belgium almost likes us too. We could take some of our excess cash and start putting it towards foreign aid. Like, yeah, look at that. Bam. That's not even a dent in the amount of money we're making. So we do that, and let's take a look, see, and bam, look, more countries like us. Beautiful, beautiful. This is great. Wow, this is kind of a breeze. I like this. I like this nice little non-difficultness. And we'll go ahead and ask for economic aid from Belgium here. Belgium here. We'll ask for economic aid and see what they can provide us. Give us a little bit of money. No, I'm not going to do common market. It's not good to do common market with a government-controlled society because they'll, invest way too much money. I can't get over how much money they're making in fossil fuels. It's beautiful. Jesus. And they're meeting domestic consumption almost everywhere, especially in food and agriculture. We could raise that. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of our excess cash into raising that manually. And let's do one more. Bam, look at that. Okay. So, yeah, this is pretty much how I would play this country. There's not much else for me to show. It seems like Libya does very well off as a communist state. My approval rating is phenomenally high, 73.2, which I'm very happy about. Stability is rising over time. Corruption's going down. And we're still only at Tier 2 speed. Let's jump it up to Tier 4 and see what happens. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is great. This is a great country to play as, definitely. And just look at that income rise. Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't even realize it's only been 2 months. It's only been 2 months into the game, and I've been talking for like 15 minutes. Christ. And look at the stability. Oh, this is beautiful. Not many times, I guess let me explain why I'm so excited right now, because it's not very often that you have a country that's so well off and like done. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful, especially that's not under the multi-democracy or the multi-party democracy strategy, and even that the rest of the world is pretty fond of. I mean, there's a few countries, the guys I don't care about who don't like me, especially Saudi Arabia don't like me because of how much of the fuel market I own. Whatever, man. I don't care. I don't care. Look how much money I'm making. I own 1.6% roughly of the market share. So you can just go somewhere and be Saudi Arabia for all I care. But we're getting rid of inflation as well. This is great. This is great. So, yeah. This has been Commissar Bro. And, oh, look, people are sending me treaties of economic aid. Yes. Yes. Throw your free money all over my face. Oh, yes. This is great. Oh, free money. Oh, yes. Yes. Anyway, so this has been Commissar Bro playing as Libya, a communist state, Libya, might I add. And, yeah, you guys try this one out. This one's not that hard to play as. There's a little bit you can finagle with here and there, but realistically speaking, they're pretty well off, and they're pretty well done, and they're a great stage for like taking over other countries and moving in and kind of butting them out of power. So keep that in mind, guys. This is it. This is one of the good countries to play as. That's not super difficult, or a pain. It's definitely not the Democratic Republic of Congo, right? Anyway, I will see you guys next time.